Covert operations and government information secrecy. Real stories behind the curtain. Explore true covert operations shrouded in government classified information and secrecy, from CIA coups to mind control experiments. Secrets and shadows. True stories of covert operations under government secrecy. Ever wonder what really happens behind those locked doors guarded by layers of government confidentiality? I mean, we're all familiar with the concept of government classified information. Documents and operations so secret they're kept away from public eyes, sometimes for decades. Today I want to share some pretty fascinating cases of covert operations that unfolded under this thick veil of government information secrecy. It's like peeling back a layer of a thriller, but knowing these stories were all too real. Covert operations have always had this aura of mystery, often shrouded by government documents, secrecy, and frankly, a healthy dose of speculation. These aren't your run-of-the-mill government programs. These are classified projects and secret policies that governments execute to protect national security, influence world affairs, or sometimes even manipulate populations. The Bay of Pigs invasion, a lesson in secrecy and surprises. Let's start with the Bay of Pigs fiasco in 1961. This was a U.S.-sponsored attempt to overthrow Fidel Castro's Cuba using a group of Cuban exiles. Why is it so intriguing? For starters, the entire mission was wrapped under layers of government confidentiality, but it was poorly executed and quickly became public knowledge, embarrassing the Kennedy administration. The operation was planned in whispers, and yet when it failed spectacularly, it exposed the fragile nature of government information secrecy. People realized how government secret policies can sometimes backfire, especially when transparency issues prevent internal checks and balances. Operation Ajax, how a coup was hidden in plain sight. Another remarkable case is Operation Ajax, the 1953 CIA-orchestrated coup in Iran that ousted Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh. The whole campaign was a masterclass in covert action, secret payments, propaganda, and manipulation disguised as grassroots uprisings. For decades, government secret policies like these remained classified, keeping the truth buried under official denials. It's a striking reminder of how government transparency issues create fallout not only internationally but domestically, as trust erodes years later when documents finally surface. The MKUltra Project, the dark side of psychological manipulation. Now, if you think covert means just political coups and invasions, check out MKUltra, the CIA's infamous mind control program. Conducted during the Cold War, this was about experimenting with drugs, hypnosis, and other psychological techniques on unwitting subjects. Talk about a violation of ethics hidden in government document secrecy. Even decades later, full details remain elusive because so much was classified under government information secrecy. The sheer scale and creeping horror of this project make it a textbook case of why unchecked government classified information can be dangerous. Why do these stories matter today? We live at a time when government transparency issues are hot topics. The balance between protecting national security and ensuring the public's right to know is tricky. But these historical examples highlight why government confidentiality can sometimes clash with democratic values. They remind us that secret policies, while often justified for safety, can lead to serious abuses if there's no accountability. By understanding these covert operations, we get a peek at the real forces shaping history, the quiet, often invisible hand of classified operations. It's the stuff of fiction, but these are true tales that still resonate. Speaking of fiction, if you're intrigued by government secret policies and the psychological layers behind manipulation, there's an exciting read I recommend. Hush, a psychological thriller of alien manipulation and deep state deceit. It's a gripping novel weaving in themes of conspiracy and government secrecy in a way that's both entertaining and thought-provoking. Check it out here. Buy now in ebook, print, or audio. Perfect if you want a thrilling story that echoes some of the real-life government confidentiality issues we've been talking about. So next time you hear about government classified information, remember there's always a whole hidden story behind it. Some tragic, some downright chilling, and some downright unbelievable. And who knows, maybe the next big secret will inspire the next big thriller.